Hey, what's for dinner tonight?
What's for dinner?
Hey, do you know what's for dinner tonight? What's for dinner? I know that question can be blood curdling, which is why I want to do a meal plan video with you today. I have a whole month's worth of meal planning, all the recipe links, all of those things in my Meal Planning on a Budget membership. I'll leave a link to that in the description box. But in today's video, I'm giving you a sneak peek into that membership and giving you a full week's worth of meal ideas, and I have lots of tips to go along with it to make it just such a simple, quick little thing for you. We are doing a meal plan sneak peek for you today. I'm going to take you into my computer and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm cooking my family this week, and I'm going to share with you some prep ideas to make dinner time so easy. So not only am I giving you the ideas for this week, but I'm also going to give you tips on what you can prep ahead of time to make that dinner time even easier. Today I'm actually pairing up with Kimmy from She's in Her Apron to give you even more meal planning ideas and tips. Kimmy does it all. On her YouTube channel, she shares videos that encourage moms and homemakers to do everything from motivating cleaning videos to after school snack ideas to grocery hauls to plan with me videos. And she actually just released her very own She's in Her Apron planners that you can order online. And I love that her motto is progress over perfection, because aren't we all just trying our very best? And I totally believe that we're here to help each other figure this all out. I'll leave a link in the description, and once you're done meal planning with me, head over to her channel and get even more dinner ideas and meal planning tips. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. Another thing I love about her channel is that her kids are older than mine, so I always love learning from other moms who are in different seasons of life. And welcome to anyone who's new here from Kimmy's channel. On this channel, I share all things to help strengthen the family, starting with one home at a time. So that's where you can make the biggest change and impact on our world, is starting with your family and strengthening your family in your home. So we have fun videos, we have helpful videos. I love talking about meal planning, grocery shopping, family fun. We do a little bit of homeschooling. So go check out my recent videos and see if it's something you like. If so, please hit that subscribe button. Alrighty, should we go do some meal planning? I don't love my handwriting, so I do all my meal planning on the computer. So let's head to the computer and jump in and I'll show you. Okay, I've got my glasses on. You can see I've got some light coming in on me. So here is my meal plan for this week. So I don't like to assign meals for each day, meaning like Monday we're eating pasta salad, Tuesday we're eating BLT sandwiches. And the reason I don't like to do it that way, this is just personal preference, is because I found that when I was locked in that way, I'd wake up and be like, oh man, that actually doesn't sound good anymore today. I would rather have something else. And then though I could change it, it just felt a little bit more flexible when I started doing it this way that you see on the screen. So the way I work it is I only plan 5 meals a week. That's all I found I needed, because I make sure to make enough food so I have leftovers. That's number one important thing. So I only cook 5 days a week, and then on night 6 or night 7, we either eat leftovers or do what I call a pantry night, and it's kind of like fend for yourself. You're gonna make some quesadillas, maybe eat some cereal, I don't know, whatever you have in your pantry. So you only need to cook 5 days a week. So I just have days 1 through 5, and I have the meal idea over here, and then I have some prep instructions over here. So go ahead and take a screenshot. Here we go. Screenshot that, and then maybe, do you want to share that on social media? Make sure you're following me on social media. Where am I pointing? Here you go. This is my social media handle. And tag me on Instagram if you're watching this video. I love to chat with you guys over there. So screenshot this, save it for later, and use this. Use this for this week's meal plan for you. So I did mention that I have Meal Planning on a Budget membership. It starts at $5 a month, and I give you a whole month's worth of meal planning, and then all of the recipes are actually linked, and then we also prepare a grocery list that we put together in Google Sheets for you, so it's actually customizable. So if you want even more help than you're getting in this video, you might want to go check that out, and we will leave a link for you in the description. Okay, so day one, we're going to do an Italian pasta salad. Now look at how yummy this pasta salad looks. So what's great about this recipe is really it's just like use whatever you have at home. Do you have a different meat? It doesn't have to be salami. Turkey would work. They use like mozzarella balls, but you could use whatever cheese you have, whatever olives, whatever veggies, whatever pasta. So use what you have at your home first. So you're going to make a grocery list based off of these recipes. And then before you head to the grocery store, make sure you check your fridge, freezer, and pantry first. So now I know on that day, I'm going to prep in the morning. I'm just going to chop everything up. So that way, dinner time is crazy. Am I right? Kids are hangry. Mom is hangry. And a lot of times I'm just like too tired to get things going. But if you do a little bit of prep work, a little bit of meal planning, dinner time is like a breeze. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to prep by chopping all those ingredients in the morning. So day two, we're going to do a BLT sandwich bar. I love doing bar type dinner. So whether it's a pasta bar, taco bar, baked potato bar, if you serve it this way, this helps big time with those picky eaters, because then maybe they want to eat the bread separate. Maybe they want to eat the bacon separate. Maybe if you're lucky, you have a picky eater who eats veggies and they can dip the veggies in whatever sauce you have on the side. My picky eaters don't love vegetables. So anyways, so this is a great meal for picky eaters. And then what you can do is actually cook your bacon ahead of time and then put it in the fridge. And then all you have to do is heat it up in the microwave, heat it up on the stovetop real quick, and then you can also clean up your mess ahead of time. So whatever time of day, maybe even the night before, you could prep that bacon. And did you know that you could cook your bacon ahead of time and then freeze your pre-cooked bacon and then just defrost it? I mean, there's so many things we can do. Okay, and then day three, we're gonna do an enchilada casserole. Now, what I like about enchilada casserole is that it's still the same delicious flavors as an enchilada, but way less messy and time consuming. So we're not rolling things up, we're just layering it out and then baking it and then just serving it that way. I actually love serving it with plain Greek yogurt. We use plain Greek yogurt as a substitute for sour cream. A lot lower in fat, and it does have a little bit of protein in it, so it's going to help keep those bellies full. So what you can do to prep for the enchilada casserole is you can pre-cook the chicken, and then you could actually even prepare the whole casserole ahead of time. So maybe the weekend before, a month before, who knows, prep the whole casserole, throw it in the freezer, and then you could just throw it in the oven when it's time to eat. If you're not going to prep the whole thing, you could pre-cook the chicken, make that step a lot easier later on in the day. Then day four, we're going to do the zuppa toscana soup. Now, this is one of my favorite meals, and I am so excited that hopefully the weather will be starting to cool down soon, but I even eat this one in the warmer months because here in San Diego, it is still very toasty here. So this recipe is actually a whole ingredient, meaning that it has no dairy in it. It uses coconut milk, but it's still full of flavor, has tons of veggies for those picky eaters. Keep those veggies big so that way they can pick around and eat what they like, and maybe you just won't have quite as much whining later on. We're going to hope for that. So you could chop, the prep work for this is you could chop and soak the potatoes. So chop the potatoes ahead of time and then just leave them in a cold pot of water. Make sure they're completely covered. And then when it's time to cook later, you can drain them, rinse them to get some of that starch off, and then you can just throw them in the pot. And you actually could make this whole soup ahead of time, and then it is delicious as a reheated meal. And then meal 5, we're going to do the slow cooker chicken curry. This is one of my very, very favorite slow cooker meals. Because it is so full of flavor. So you can see you can put in fresh onion, you can put in fresh jalapeno, take out the seeds and the veins to make sure that it is not super spicy. Now, this is the recipe that we have linked inside of our membership, but what I do is I just throw in frozen chicken breasts. I throw in all the ingredients. Sometimes if I don't feel like prepping the onions, I just put in like a teaspoon and a half of onion powder. Sometimes I'll put in fresh ginger. Sometimes I'll do ginger powder. All those things are substitutable. Yeah, that sounds right. But what's great about a slow cooker meal is you can start it in the morning, wake up maybe 5 minutes early if you don't have enough time, and get dinner in the slow cooker, and then let it slow cook for like 4 to 6 hours until the chicken's cooked all the way through. Then it can sit on low. You could even add potatoes into this to really bulk it up if you're feeding a big crowd. We love to serve it just over some rice, maybe with a side of pita. And my kids do love to dip their pita bread in this curry sauce, and it is so delicious. It's not your typical slow cooker meal. I feel like sometimes slow cooker meals start to kind of like all taste the same. You know what I'm talking about? This one is thinking outside of the box, and it is so, so delicious. You could even throw in some fresh veggies at the end. When I'm doing slow cooker meals, I don't put the fresh veggies in until like maybe the last 30 minutes on low, because I like my veggies to have a little bit of a crisp bite to them and not be totally like soggy and kind of dissolve into the sauce. So there's another idea for you. All right, so there are our ideas for this week's meal plan. Okay, have I convinced you as to why it is so important to have a meal plan? I just have mine sitting right here on the counter so I remember every single time. I mean, how many times are in your kitchen every day? A lot of times. So it's right there, so I know in the morning, okay, here's my prep stuff. I know the night before, okay, is there anything I need to think through? That kind of stuff. It just kind of keeps it in the forefront of my mind. I hope that I gave you some ideas, some yummy foods that sound good to you, and gave you motivation. It does not have to take a ton of work or a ton of time to get meal planning done, but it will save you a ton of time, and it will save you a ton of money. So please, will you pinky promise me that you're going to meal plan? Just start with 1 week. 5 meals, that's all you need. So I have my ideas that I share with you. Now please go in the description below this video, click on the link that tells you where Kimmy's video is, and go see what her tips and her ideas for this week's meal plan is also. You're gonna love her, I just know it. All right, thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.